I have some great news for those of us who like to skip the stove every once in a while and prepare some foods without cooking. It turns out that some foods have maximum health benefits if they're eaten raw rather than cooked. So let's get into it. First up, we have onions. Now, most of us love to cook with onions because they add phenomenal flavor to meals. And you may want to consider consuming some of those onions in their raw form to get the most benefit out of them.
Onions have quercetin, vitamin C, B vitamins, and potassium. And potassium is something that most North Americans don't get enough of, and it helps with lowering blood pressure. And the quercetin, which is flavonoids in onions, also help strengthen your immunity, and they may also help with insulin resistance as well.
Now, if you have severe acidity in your stomach, otherwise known as GERD, you may want to avoid eating onions raw. So in that case, you may want to consider cooking them instead. Now, olive oil has been a staple of Mediterranean culture for thousands of years, and many of us love to cook with olive oil, and it is one of the healthiest, if not the healthiest oil that you can cook with. And enjoying a couple of tablespoons of it raw is incredibly good for you too. It can reduce inflammation and help increase serotonin, which is linked to better mood and mental health. It can help increase brain function and memory function and promote cardiovascular health.
The bottom line is that no other cooking oil even comes close in terms of the top to toe benefits. So enjoy it in hummus, on roasted veggies, or even in your baked goods.
Just make sure the label says extra virgin olive oil, and preferably in a dark bottle to make sure you're getting a decent quality product.
The next thing is chia seeds, and chia seeds are the edible seeds from a flowering plant from the mint family, and they have a long history as well because they were a vital crop for ancient Aztec culture and made up an important part of their diet.
Chia seeds are also an excellent source of many vitamins, minerals, and antioxidants. And antioxidants can help reduce your risk of developing things like cognitive decline and certain types of cancer. These also contain quercetin, which is really helpful in reducing the risk of heart disease as well. Now, the mistake I made with these was I was mixing a tablespoon or so of chia seeds in with my oatmeal while it was cooking. And cooking chia seeds can destroy a lot of the nutrients that are in them. So the best way to enjoy them is you can sprinkle them on your oatmeal after it's done cooking, or you can put them into a smoothie or mix them in with some yogurt, or you can even turn them into a pudding with some almond milk and a bit of honey and a squeeze of lemon. It's absolutely delicious. This next item also has a rich history, and that is garlic. Now, garlic has been used throughout many ancient civilizations for its health and medicinal properties, and a lot of these uses have been confirmed through modern science.
A 2020 meta-analysis of studies found that garlic helped reduce blood pressure and can relax blood vessels, allowing blood to flow more easily.
Garlic also has antiviral properties, and a study showed that people who took a garlic supplement during the winter months, during cold and flu season, experienced fewer symptoms and recovered much more quickly than those who didn't. In fact, when I was a kid during the winter months, my mom would give me this old Italian remedy, and she would give me a piece of toasted bread drizzled with a bit of olive oil, and she would crush a couple cloves of garlic and put it on the top and have me eat it as a preventative for colds and flu. And it seemed to help. And I'm not sure if it was the garlic or if people just stayed away from me more because I smelled like garlic, but in any case, it seemed to work. We also have balsamic vinegar. Now, what stands out with this particular kitchen staple is its antioxidant content. A study that was published in 2022 showed that the polyphenols in balsamic vinegar help combat oxidative stress and boosted overall health. Balsamic vinegar also helped reduce chronic disease and also contains trace minerals and manganese, which help support your bone health.
Now, when we buy balsamic vinegar, we want to make sure we're getting a good product. So it's important to check the ingredients. So I've got a couple of different bottles here, and I want to show you the difference between the two. So if I look at the ingredients on this one, it says wine vinegar and cooked grape must. So this just has a couple of ingredients, and this is a very good quality balsamic. If I look at the ingredients of this one, it says wine vinegar, concentrated grape must, and caramel. Now you want to be avoiding the ones with caramel and added sugars because they are added in these products to mask inferior ingredients. So I am going to use this, but when I finish it, I won't be buying this one again. I'm going to stick with the ones with the fewer ingredients without the added sugars to get the maximum health benefits out of them. Also, carrots, bell peppers, zucchini, and broccoli are all anti-inflammatory and nutrition powerhouses when eaten raw. But if you want to change things up, light steaming or cooking is good too. So enjoy them in wraps, veggie trays, and of course, salad.
And lastly, we have berries, all of them. Strawberries, blueberries, blackberries, raspberries, whichever ones you can get. And the nutrient values vary a little bit between them, but they all have three things in common, which is they are loaded with antioxidants, fiber, and vitamin C. They can be expensive to buy fresh sometimes unless you catch a good sale, so a better value can be to buy frozen ones. And try to eat them raw, because when you're baking them into crumbles and say blueberry muffins, it is absolutely delicious and I love them too, but they can lose some of their nutrient value that way. So try to enjoy them raw whenever you can. Now I want to show you a quick and easy recipe that comes together in a few minutes that is a staple on my mother's Mediterranean table, and it is insalata di broccoli, or it's a broccoli salad, and it features many of the ingredients that we talked about today. So let's get started.
First, we're going to divide our broccoli into florets, and I wanted to make something with broccoli today because it has the highest nutrient content out of all the vegetables. And I also wanted to share an authentic Italian family recipe with you. And I love raw broccoli served with dip, but for this recipe, we're going to steam it for just a few minutes to make it more digestible. While it's steaming, cut up a few tablespoons of onion and a garlic clove. Take your broccoli and put it in a bowl and add the onion and garlic. Now for a quick and simple dressing of olive oil, balsamic vinegar, a little salt, and pepper. Give it a quick toss and it's done. Now, traditionally in our region of Italy, we serve this salad cold, so you can make it ahead of time and keep it in the fridge, but you can certainly enjoy it warm as well. And here it is, all plated up, a delicious way to get more healthy goodness onto your plate.
So I've been learning and reading a little bit about health and nutrition, and I've been so excited to share what I've been learning with all of you. And it makes it so exciting for me because a component of what makes our life at home so great is good food. And I also love to talk about everything that just makes our simple life at home great and ways that we can make it better or as good as we can get it. And I appreciate you all coming along for the ride with me. So take care, everyone, and we'll catch you in the next one.